Terry, for you, when you look at this Nebraska defense, a lot of interesting components to it. What stands out to you?
Well, I mean, the first thing is just how they've been getting better, week by week. They play hard. I mean, they're all over the place, and you got a big corner, sitting at about 6'3", and then you got a fast corner that I think presents some problems. But those safeties, they're built like little tanks. So I mean, they're gonna come up and they're gonna hit you, and I mean, they're physical. So for us, I mean, we got to be on our P's and Q's and take care of our techniques.
Is this the time of the year maybe when a new defense and a new format starts to click for both the players and the coaches on a new staff?
Yeah. I think once you start getting 1 year in, you start getting 6 and 7 games in, you start to understand why the rules are there. And then you start to execute them a little bit more with a little bit more confidence, and that's all the difference in winning games is confidence and a couple of inches. So, we expect them to be playing well, and we expect them to be in the right place, have an opportunity to make plays. We have to make much more plays than they can make.
How critical is it for you guys to have Cody back, especially with all the injuries you guys have had, but just to have him back?
I sleep better at night, so I mean that's about it's good to see him back. It's good to see him playing aggressive, and like I said, I mean he helps the team. Ain't no question that he helps the offense move the ball.
How tough has this year been just for you, just dealing with the number of injuries? It's hard to really even count them all at some point.
I always said, I was like, my deal is to make sure that Coach Warner doesn't notice those guys out there. That's my job, to make sure that the next guy that goes in makes plays. And, I mean, it could be my best job, but it could be my worst job. But, right now, I mean, I think, the guys they're doing okay. They're stepping up and they're making plays. We're getting plays made from guys probably that you guys might not have expected. So, that's really more kudos to those guys and the way they work.
Did you ever expect, have you ever seen a season like this?
No,
one position
no way. I've never had a season like this where I've had this many injuries. But, like I said, it's good also in that you get other guys opportunities. And like I said, they're doing well with those opportunities.
Did you ever get a point in practice where you didn't have enough guys to run 2 squads? I assume you did.
Yeah, you could assume that, yeah.
Then who played scout team?
There was a couple of times that, Dylan, our equipment guy, probably looked at me and said, hey, you're going out there, scout team. So it's just one of those things you just got to be ready, and whatever the team needs, if I got to suit up, I'll suit up.
I think Davion changed numbers last week. Does that fit into that?
We, like I said, nobody's out of bounds right now.
How do you think Cody's kind of done filling that leadership void, especially with Felton out for the year, especially with all the injuries and everything?
Like I said, I mean, he's one of those young guys that's just really gregarious and outgoing. And so, I mean, yeah, there's some points, he does it naturally, and there's some points you got to point it out to him. I mean, because he's still young. I mean, I'm expecting a lot. I'm putting a lot on his plate. So, but he's accepting that, and I'm gonna keep, putting a little fire under him, try to lead a little bit more.
You guys have to hold him back a little bit. It seemed like he was ready to go a couple weeks earlier than that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's probably more, us just trying to be cautious, because he definitely wants to go. He probably wanted to go 3 weeks ago. So, but he's just one of those guys he wants to get out there and compete. I mean, it was hard for him to be, watching guys play and not being out there to help the team. But if you saw him on the sideline, I mean, he's probably one of the most enthusiastic guys we have on the team. So he was ranting and raving and loving every minute of it, but he wanted to be out on the field.
We've seen the shortage of players are different on Saturdays. Well, that guy's not available, that guy's not available. We didn't know until we got to the game. But what's it like on Tuesdays and Wednesdays a month ago? Did it get to a point where the quarterbacks didn't have enough guys to give them a look?
No. We had guys. That's not the issue. I mean, the biggest thing is just, sometimes it's just the rhythm of things. They know what to do, but can they do it fast? Can they pull the trigger on seeing a coverage, seeing a technique, and then, being at the right depth the way the quarterback needs them? So, there was that growth process that's been during the season that's, a little unsettling. But, like I said, those guys, we've had guys that's been in this offense for a while, so it hasn't been as bad as you might expect.
And Mark talked about Cam's development. He seems like the guy who's kind of, he's almost like everything thrown his way is kind of sticky-handed.
Oh, yeah. Well, shoot. I mean, he's a big body. I mean, and, to get around him, I mean, it takes a lot of effort. And if you're a little DB, I mean, that doesn't bode well for you. So, and he can extend his hands and make catches. So, he's just a solid big body that when the ball's thrown over there, he'll make the catch.
How valuable was Darryl Stewart 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, being able to move outside and be a little bit of a jack of all trades?
Yeah. Well, him knowing the offense, I mean, that really makes it easy. And you know, now it just makes it to where, you know, you try to move him around in the spots to where maybe you get some matchups and things of that nature. But him and Cody, I mean, they can do all those things. You know, you really feel comfortable with moving all those guys around. I mean, Brandon Sowers can make adjustments in a heartbeat, so is Cam. So, you know, I got a lot of guys that know what to do. Like I said, it's just trying to find the right matchup sometimes.
And before Cody came back, Darryl had a lot on his plate, and he kind of helped hold things together.
He did. He did a great job. You know, like I said, you know, you go to him, you say, hey, I'm going to lean on you this week. I'm going to try to put you in as many spots as I possibly can, and you got to make as many plays as you possibly can. So don't miss practice.
Has Felton been able to come around the guys, and what is he able to provide when he is?
You already know what type of personality Felton is. So, I mean, a spark plug and then some. But he's always positive. You know, he's always sharing his knowledge with the guys. So I need him around as much as I can. You know, even though he's hobbling around on that little ugly scooter, you know, you want him around and you want him being around the players as much as he can. And like I say, if I could, I'd travel him. I'd keep him around the guys. He's my assistant coach right now.
Does it help that he's a psychology major?
He's learned nothing in psychology right now. Nothing.
We asked Mike about this, but there are younger guys that maybe in the next week or so, in 2 weeks, you try and blend in the true freshman group.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, as much as I possibly can to get the young guys in, Javez, and, you know, I mean, all those guys, you know, I got to get CJ Hayes in there more. So, you know, it's more guys. I mean, you know, Jazz Watts, I got to try to get in there and see what he can do. So, you know, it's just one of those things I want to win the game first. So I'm putting the players in that I think can win the game, and then after that, then when things can kind of settle and get into a rhythm, and we're not, you know, like I said, making things uncomfortable for Coach Warner and Coach D'Antonio, then, you know, I'll move more guys in there.
What about Justin Lane? How's that been for you to have a little bit of
welcome
new
back?
toy?
Well, you know, I mean, I've had him first, you know, so I mean, I just lost him in the war, so to speak. But it's always been great to have him. I mean, his knowledge from where he was, you know, when he was a wide receiver with me early, and what he knew knowledge-wise, you know, he retained it. You know, I was really, you know, shocked and surprised and very happy with the way that he retained his knowledge and was able to just come over there. Now he has the knowledge of being on defense and what a DB likes to do, and you can see he can get by guys. I mean, he has the ability to get on your technique and scare you with his speed. So it's fun having him over there right now. But like I said, as the defense need him, you know, hey, I'll play second fiddle as long as you don't keep points off the board.
Anything else?
All right, thank you.